Hey, what's up guys? It's Nathan here at Bluestone Farms. It's been a little while since I got the camera out and done a video. It's not a whole lot's been going on here as of late. I'm gonna let mama and the babies out. They're a little on the skittish side, which is okay, but yeah, got the horns coming through. I've been kind of just letting them out during the day. I'll lock them up in the evening. Let's get these guys some grain. These babies are, I don't know, see, they're probably about, today's Wednesday, so I think Friday they'll be 4 weeks old. Give it another 4 weeks and I'm going to try to sell these guys. These guys will probably be going as little bucks to someone else's farm. These guys will be registered through the American Dairy Goat Association, so the white one, he's got pretty colors on him. I think he might be a pretty good, desirable little buckling. I thought about going the route of getting them dehorned. I talked to my vet about it. The vet prices for that were pretty extremely high, and I don't have the tool to do it, so we opted not to dehorn them. Everything going on up here with the does and the little babies, everything is good, everything's quiet, and they have a bucket of water inside there, and they have plenty of grass out here. I've moved this fence for them and gave them a big square, so they have plenty of grass. They're not really eating the hay. They definitely prefer the grass over the hay. You guys good? Yeah. These guys are pretty skittish. I honestly haven't fooled with them too much, only because I know that they're not going to be here very long, and I just haven't really taken the time to do a whole lot with them. So I run this fence at night because I lock the mom up with the babies in the stall. The other two does, I kind of just leave the door open for them and let them kind of do their own thing so they can go out at night if they want. I do leave the fence off during the day just so the babies don't touch it, and the thing hits hot. It hits at like over 10,000 volts, which is a hell of a shock. So I leave it off during the day so that the babies don't really shock themselves. They're not going to go anywhere. Mama's not going to go. They're outside now. Yeah, we're going to let them hang out outside. Let's go down. We're going to move the boys out today. So the Bucks and Holstein, our little weather goat, they're going to come outside and get in the fresh grass. It's finally time to move them out. I've been wanting to do this for a little while now. The weather has not cooperated. We've had good weather where it gets warm and then it'll just rain for 2 or 3 days straight. And then like right now we're in a pretty good cold spell. It was 27 degrees this morning, which is mid-April. That's kind of not really ordinary around here. Had a good frost this morning. So I think after today it's not supposed to dip down that cold again. So we're gonna move the boys out. The cows are still gonna be in the little winter pen down there. I'm looking at moving them out soon. I'm waiting on a package from UPS right now. I got the new fence for the cows coming. We're gonna get them trained to electric and hopefully get them moved out another week and a half or so. I have a couple bales of hay left. I'm still feeding the cows, so if I can kind of clear through most of the bales first before I move them out, that'd be ideal for what I want to do. We're gonna move the chickens out as well. Let's go do the chickens first, then we'll get the boys because I gotta move their house over with a skid steer. So let's go do that real quick. As I mentioned, we still got the chickens in the shop here. It is time for them to come out. They have been in here for the whole winter and in the early part of the spring. Kind of debating on when the best time would be to take these guys back outside would be. The reason because of that is this style of coop that I have for them with the tarp on it. When it catches wind right, this coop will blow away in the wind. It gets really windy up on top of the hill where the house is, and even this time of year, the winds are still really bad here. So we're gonna take them out. We're gonna leave them down here in the bottom part of the property where the winds aren't as bad. I wanna go ahead and just bring them outside the shop and get them in the grass here, right over here real quick. they seem pretty happy to be back out in grass. I don't blame them. Back out in the sun, I'm happy that they are back out. It's been a little overdue in getting them out of here. I'm gonna grab our fence charger because we gotta put up the electric fence out there as well for them. Grab our ground rod, grab our thing here. I also gotta, I think, connect the battery in this. I usually always disconnect the batteries when I store them for the winter or store them for any period of time. So obviously black goes to black and red goes to red on our battery. Okay, so I got it on a 43-degree setting. I believe that's the correct setting for this time of year. I'll have to double check it. I'm not quite sure. But basically, all that does is it just gives the solar panel the correct angle towards the sun. And I know here that our due south is pretty much facing that way. So we're gonna set this here, kind of set that up like that. We're gonna let that charge up for a little bit out here in the sun. Let me go ahead and get the other one as well so that we can set the boys up because the boys are coming out here. I'll go ahead and get the other one charging as well. Alright, we're gonna let both these chargers kind of sit here in the sun for a little bit. Y'all need hay. You guys are staying in here. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the skid steer. We're gonna bring the boys' house over here, set the fence up and get the boys out. So, Hershey, come over, baby. Come on. Got the charger set up on this fence. Seems like it's kicking pretty good. The cows like to think that they're goats, and the goats like to think that they're cows, so. Come on, go, go, go. Not you. Hey. That actually went pretty smooth. The cows are still in here waiting on their new fence to be delivered. Should be here today. So it's supposed to rain like 2+ inches over the next 2 days, so we're gonna go ahead and probably set that fence up early next week in here, let them get used to it, because I know that they're probably not trained to that fence, and then we'll get them moved out, and that'll be a whole separate video. I'll show you guys about the fence we're getting for them, and these guys will be in here for another week or so. The goats are trained to this fence. They've been in this fence all summer last summer, into the fall last year. So, not worried about these guys touching this fence. I'm not worried about this charger not being super hot yet, because it's been sitting in the shop all winter. Oh no. Let's go and give these guys a bale of hay real quick. I know they're going to be feeling a type of way because the goats are on fresh grass and they're not. I know that they're eyeballing it, so let's go ahead and grab a bale of hay for these guys real quick. Since I'm down here, I want to go ahead and just set up the chicken fence real quick and get that set up around here. This way I ain't got to do it later. I've got the chicken fence set up. I've got 2 rolls here. They go all the way down, connect in the middle, and they connect down there. I would love to just have the chickens kind of just free range within this fence and kind of go wherever they please in this fence, but we have such a bad hawk problem here that we just can't have it happen. And you're probably wondering why we just run them in the coop like this and then still have this. We've had foxes and coyotes getting here as well, so we have a tough time with the predator problem here. And so our solution to that is to run these fences, keep them in the coop, and then move this coop. With the egg layers, I kind of like to go every 2 days. Sometimes we'll do 1 day. It's not gonna hurt them at all, but if we go 2 days, they don't beat the grass up like a meat chicken will. But with that said, I got the whole fence set up. I'm gonna let that charger charge for a little while. It's not on yet, but the fence is up. It's 2:20 now. I gotta run up and grab my kids from school, so we're gonna go up and do that, and we'll come back and we'll finish setting up. But for right now, the goats are on the grass. We're gonna go ahead and fill up our water tub here. That way we can give the cows some water. And we're gonna give the goats that, it's still the big tub, but it's a smaller one that's in there right now. So we're gonna give the goats that one. I'm gonna put kind of the bigger tub in there for them so they have quite a bit of water to have. So let's go ahead, let this fill up. We're gonna let this fill up all the way. That's probably gonna take about 45 minutes, closer to an hour if so. In the meantime, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go clean out the shop because we got all that chicken poop and hay and everything on the floor. So I'm gonna go sweep all that stuff up, take the spear off of that, put the bucket on there, do all that. So let's put this in the tractor. in real quick just to make sure this wasn't overflowing. It's pretty much full. Go and cut the water off. Go turn the fence on.
Can I do it?
Yeah, turn it on. All right, here, you hold this one. So this, you know where this part goes? Where does this go?
Here.
No,
Oh, here.
when you're using, yeah, that's when you store it. But right now, where does this go? So you put this in the ground. This goes right down here, straight in the ground. All right, now you put this part on the fence. And just keep it there. What does that say?
97.
99.7. That's a good hit. Go all the way to the other side and put this part in the ground and do that again. Yep.
Did it.
All right. 9.6. That's a good hit. Let's do the chicken's fence real quick. We gotta hook that charger up though. We gotta get the cables for that charger. And we gotta get the grounding rod. Can you help me get the grounding rod out? All right, you hold on to the tester. So on this side, we don't have to go all the way around. We can test both ends up here.
Can I turn it on? Can I? Yeah.
All right, you bring it over here real quick.
Yeah, I'm turning it on.
It's not, no, it's not hooked up.
No, I wanna.
All right, come right over here.
Got it?
So that, put that circle over the bolt.
Ow.
There you go. Now you see the red cable?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do the same thing and put that one over that bolt. All right. All right, that's what that's called. That's called an alligator clip. You know that? Because look, it's called an alligator clip because it's like an alligator. Just like an alligator. So take your alligator clip here. So grab this one, grab this, grab your alligator clip and put the tongue in the mouth. That's how I like to say it. Yep, put the tongue right there in the mouth. Make sure it's clipped on really good.
Okay.
There you go. So with your black clip down there, that's your ground rod. So that goes through that's your grounding cable. So that goes through your ground rod that we just put in the ground. So you can clip that on. Yep.
Wait. Turn it on.
Yep, you can turn it on. We're good to go now. Make sure we're flashing green. No red. All right. So let's see. The current's going. We're hooked up to this side. So the current's going this way and around. So let's go over here real quick and we'll test this first. This should be hotter than the other side, theoretically, but the ground might be hard right here. You can find, you get it in there, pull it back out and find a softer spot.
I'm doing it here.
Okay, let's see how green it or soft it is.
Put it down.
Let me see what?
No, I got it.
Now let's test it.
I'm gonna do this. .3.
That's not very hot. Go test the other side real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out why that's not hitting that hot.
Can I push it in? Pushing it in, okay?
Yeah, test over there, see what that's saying over there.
Okay. .7.
4.7. Huh.
Oh, it's 3.2.
Okay. We gotta figure out why it's not hitting that hot. Let's go down here real quick. What's it saying there?
Got 0.
Alright, put it back on.
Okay.
It's not even reading here. 3.1, yeah.
3.2.
That's not good. I'm wondering if it's a grounding issue. The ground on this side, because it kind of goes uphill on this side of the driveway. All right, try it one. Oh, go test the fence one more time in that same spot. It's right here. Still 3. Okay. Anyways, I'm not too concerned with it. I don't think anything's gonna hop in here tonight and do any damage. But I'm also wondering, because I got this isn't a Teleshock 30 rather than a 60 on the other fence. So tomorrow I might let them both charge up during the day really good. Try it again, see what happens. If it's still doing the same thing, I might bring that charger, the 60, over to this side where the chickens are. Test it then, because this is more horizontal strands than the goat fence over there. This charger is rated for 2 of these rolls, so it shouldn't be doing that. We got a grounding issue or a battery issue. We'll get to the bottom of it. Again, not too concerned tonight. Don't think anything's gonna hop in here and do anything. So, well, that's gonna do it for this video. We'll catch you off the next one. Thanks for sticking around on it.